Hey guys, Coach Pillowfist here. So there are two major ways of head movement. There's slipping and then there's rolling. But in what situations do you slip and in what situations do you roll? Well, we're gonna go over that today. So rolling should be done in the following two instances. One is right after punches and combinations. So if I'm throwing punches, right, I want to be rolling after my punches, right? So when I'm throwing punches, right, I'm gonna roll underneath, right? I'm gonna roll in between my shots, right? If I throw like a 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna roll after that and come back with shots, right? So I'm throwing punches in between my rolls instead of just throwing a bunch of punches where my head is in the center line, right? Now the other instance would be a slip and a roll. So you're gonna roll immediately after you slip a punch, just like that, all right? Other side. So instead of just rolling straight from the upright position, during which case I can run myself into an uppercut, on my way down, I would slip first and then roll. Slip, roll, slip, roll. All right, you see, I slip first and then I'm gonna roll. All right, so rolling is good for in between and after your shots, but rolling is not good for spontaneous reactions to punches. And what I mean by that is if Gad and I are boxing, right, I have to react in a split second to his punches because I'm not sure what punches he's throwing, right, from the outside. So if I were to roll underneath, right, and I would get hit by an uppercut, right, let's say he throws like a hook or something really, really fast, right, I already got hit by that because I'm relying on gravity to get me down on the ground, right? I mean, not down on the ground, but I'm pretty much going to be down on the ground if I try to roll a punch like that. So if he throws a punch, right, it's just a little bit too slow to rely on gravity to get you down, right? Whereas if I'm slipping at a punch, right, just like that, or I can pull, right? If I can pull back too, right, I'm just doing one motion right there. It's just one motion. I'm relying on maybe my obliques to get me out of the way of that punch, right? But the main fact is that it's one motion when I do a slip or a pull, just like that. All right. Whereas a roll is almost like two motions, right? Because one, you got to get gravity to get you down, right? Right, and that's just too slow. Another thing is that a straight line is always faster than a curving line. And what I mean by that is if I'm slipping, my head is going in a straight line, right? Even if I'm pulling back, when I pull back, all right, my head is going in a straight line, all right? But if I'm rolling, my head is kind of going in a curving line, right? So if I roll a punch, I got to come make this U shape, right? Just like that. And that's a little bit too slow if I'm trying to react to a spontaneous punch. Like if I'm rolling a punch after I throw a combination, right, then it would work. But if I'm reacting off of a split-second punch that he's throwing spontaneously, it's just a little bit too slow. But
so do keep in mind, when you are rolling, you're shifting your center of gravity. So you're going from your left to your right to your left. That does take an extra split second you might not have during a fight. So just be conscious of how efficient you are with your rolling and how you want to come back with the combination. With the slipping, you're able to keep your body weight centered, gravity centered, and you're able to be more efficient, quicker with your reaction time.
You don't have to break so much of your equilibrium, and that's key for speed, is keeping that equilibrium.
That was awesome.